Hey guys, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing okay. I'm gonna read through I think about half of the article here. There's a link in the description. It's absolutely harrowing. We have pictures of a family that was devastated, all of them killed during a murder suicide. A mother, three children, and the father, the person responsible, killed the entire family 3 years after they lost their child to cancer. So we're going to look through the details in just a moment. There's a lot of pointing towards the National Suicide Prevention Line. Half of the article, which I won't go through, includes statements from family members and those that know the family. Of course, they're completely devastated. There was no signs of anything like this could possibly happen, yet it did. There's a lot of call for people looking after each other in regards to mental health. We're not told of any specifics. Seemingly, there's no evidence that the father concerned had a history of mental health illness, as far as we're aware, according to this article. But yeah, that's what's being pointed as the spark for this truly heinous act of father killing his wife, the mother, three children, and then himself, 5 dead, an entire family killed. The mother and her 3 children, who were shot dead by their father in a Maryland home, has been identified. Authorities say that Marcus Edward Milligan, 39 years of age, shot dead his wife Tara Davina Ricker Milligan, 37 years of age, inside their Elk Mills home. This happened on Friday morning. He then went on to kill their 3 children, Teresa Milligan, Nora Milligan, and Finn Milligan, 14 years of age, 11 and 8 years of age. He then subsequently took his own life. He killed himself, shot himself. Police say they received a call at around 9:20 a.m. to report the children and a woman had been fatally shot. Authorities arrived on the scene around 10 minutes later to find all 5 family members dead from gunshot wounds in the garage and on the second and first floors of the house. Investigators found a handgun next to the father's body inside the garage. The tragedy comes 3 years and 1 week to the day since the 2 parents, Marcus and Tara, lost their youngest son, Connor, to childhood cancer. It's unknown if the anniversary of their son was the spark for this occurring. An investigation is currently ongoing. But it's an absolute tragedy. Again, there are some statements from family members pointing towards mental health issues. There's the father. I'm reluctant to call him a scumbag. But perhaps I'm silly for being reluctant. He killed his wife. He killed his 3 innocent children. And then he killed himself. I don't mind the last part. There's his wife, Tara Davina Ricker Milligan, 37 years of age. This happened in Maryland Friday morning. Here are the 3 children. Finn, 8 years of age. Nora, 11 years of age. And Teresa, 14 years of age. 3 complete innocents. Innocent children killed. The father and the mother had sadness, and the children, of course, had sadness in their hearts due to the death of their youngest son. To their youngest son, Connor, who died of childhood cancer. So I'm sure that would have been devastating. I don't know what else they've suffered in their lives. We all go through problems, and I don't mean to diminish the death of a son as being just another problem. It's a major issue for sure. But we all go through problems. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is here. I guess there is no answer. It's a terrible, terrible situation. Maybe everyone's right to point to mental health and to remind people to look out for one another. There seems to be, I don't know, I'll say this, yeah, I'm going to go on a rant. I hate the world, basically. I hate the world, pretty much. I know that sounds like really bad. Really bad. It sounds probably like from a position of depression or such. I don't know if it is from a position of depression, but I just do. I hate the world. What's good about it? I mean, that, you know, I'm being silly, I'm being petulant. There's plenty good about it. You know, sometimes we forget to be thankful for what we have. It's a big thing, but I don't know. I mean, I say that I hate the world because I just see so much shit everywhere. Just so much shit and awfulness and badness, intentional evil, and just sloppiness. You know, I'll go on a bigger rant. You know, where are the governments stepping in? Why are our economies so bad? Why is there yet another war going on? Why are we under the threat of World War III? Why are gas prices so high? Why are we fearful of a global recession? Why are house prices all over the West just gone sky high over the course of decades? I mean, it's no surprise to me that people are at a breaking point. I don't know if that's what's happened with this guy, Marcus Edward Milligan. I don't know what happened. Something sparked. And perhaps it was building. Perhaps it's a multitude of, a culmination of a multitude of factors. His unhappiness in his personal life, unhappiness in his work life or such. Perhaps he had lost hope for the future. Perhaps compounded by the loss of his son. We don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of darkness out there, guys. There's a lot of darkness out there, and I'm struggling to see too much hope moving forward, to be honest with you. But I don't want you guys to think that as a very depressed view of the world. I don't view it as a very depressed view of the world. Like, I don't cry in a corner about it. I just get on with things as best I can. But yeah, personally, I don't know. To me, like, a lot of joy has been taken out of the world. I find it very hard to have fun nowadays. It's very hard. You know, we can't make jokes about this or that because you get called a bigot. You know, we're not allowed to use certain words. You can't, you know, for me, it makes it difficult for me to relax and be myself because I like to have a certain amount of politically incorrect fun. I can't be too hopeful about the future because, to me, the economy is on the brink of collapse. Again, there's no solution in sight to the problem of house prices, rent costs, etc., etc. The price of food keeps going up. Where are things about to turn around? They're not about to turn around. I'm getting really political. I didn't intend to go on a massive rant, but now that I've started, look, America, I've not followed US politics as closely as I did, but your gas prices, they went sky high, didn't they? They went absolutely crazy high. Same elsewhere in the world, but, you know, particularly in America. So what's been the solution to that? Well, the solution to that has been your president, Joe Biden, accessing your oil reserves, which are now at a lower level than they have been for the last 50 years or something like that. The only way there's been some level of easing has been to sacrifice your oil reserves. As far as I understand, your oil reserves were built over a course of 40, 50 years for good reasons. Those reasons to be able to use that oil should a disaster occur, should a new war occur, you know, That's the reason why you guys built up those reserves. And now those reserves have been severely diminished. What's my point? I mean, my point is we're not seeing any light. We're not seeing any. We don't have any hope. There's nothing showing us that, okay, things are moving in a positive direction. At best, we're seeing some level of release, some alleviating of some of the problems, economic problems that we're facing. But those releases are actually causing problems which we'll just have to face further down the line. You know, there's no actual solutions coming forward, and there hasn't been for a long time, and things are just getting worse. I could continue with my rant. What allowed the world to go into lockdown? You know, what allowed the world to ride this train believing that a certain disease was going to kill us all? You know, what happened there? What allowed the governments of the world to ride that train, to ride that wave for such a long period of time? I mean, I say that because it's been devastating to economies and to mental health. You know, what allowed the governments to do that? Because if something allowed the governments to do that, and that thing still exists, then what's going to happen next week? What's going to happen next month, next year, whenever? Yeah? My point is that the governments of the world are doing fuck all in alleviating situations. So we have situations like this, and perhaps I'm speculating quite a bit, but we have situations like this where on the surface of things you've got a loving family, a husband and a wife, fairly young, 39 years of age, 37 years of age, 3 beautiful young children, happy young children as far as we can see. Okay, now they face hardship. They've had the loss of their youngest son. But you would hope that an American family has enough hope to be able to move forward and prosper, and seemingly that's not the case. I know I've gone on a big tangent and a big rant. Have I made much sense? Frankly, yes, I have. It may not be completely obvious, it may not be completely clear, but yeah, I have. The governments have been fucking up for decades, and this is where we're left. We're left with what ought to be happy families being distraught without hope. Throw in enough stress for a long enough time and you have situations like this, seemingly, where the mental health of some people deteriorate to the point that they take their own lives and those of all of their loved ones. I don't know. Going to wrap things up here, guys. Has this been worthwhile? If so, please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. Take care.